Let's talk deep seabed mining. From mermaids and the Kraken to the Loch Ness Monster, the ocean has been fascinating humans for centuries. We've all heard about the lost city of Atlantis, listened to scary tales of the oceans, and seen cartoons like The Little Mermaid and SpongeBob SquarePants. There is no doubt that the ocean is an absolutely magical place, budding with life forms all contributing to our existence. As the saying goes, we live on a blue planet, covering more than 70% of the Earth's surface, with about 321 million cubic miles of water. The ocean plays a crucial role in regulating our climate, generating oxygen, feeding billions, providing livelihoods, facilitating medical advancements, offering cultural and spiritual benefits, and supporting the greatest biodiversity on the planet. In dark, unmapped territories, out of human sight, is a world of wonder and mystery. You might think I'm referring to deep space, but right here on our planet is the secret of the deep sea, an environment less explored than the moon. The deep sea is classified as anything below 200 meters, and it goes all the way down to 11 kilometers deep. Previously, the deepest reaches of the ocean were thought to be devoid of life, as light does not penetrate beyond 1,000 meters deep. As science improves and new technologies emerge, underwater drones, for example, are being deployed to explore undersea frontiers, and new tools are helping scientists to both discover new wonders of the ocean and measure and understand what they find. Chimney-like structures called hydrothermal vents were discovered, and these vents allow tube worms, clams, mussels, and other organisms to survive, not via photosynthesis, but chemosynthesis, a process in which microbes convert chemicals released by the vents into energy. Additionally, the seafloor contains an extensive array of geological features. These include abyssal plains, 3,500 to 6,500 meters below the sea surface, volcanic underwater mountains known as seamounts, hydrothermal vents with bursting water, heated by volcanic activity, and deep trenches such as the Mariana Trench. But this incredible environment is now under threat, even though we're only just discovering its mysteries. On the seabed are a bunch of rocky nodules that definitely don't look spectacular, but they're attracting a lot of unwanted attention from the mining industry. These clumps that kind of look just like ordinary rocks at first sight are called polymetallic nodules. These are potato-like rocks rich in iron, nickel, copper, cobalt, and manganese. Sulfide deposits with lead, zinc, gold, and silver have also been discovered near hydrothermal vents, and cobalt-rich ferromanganese crusts that cover seamounts. We use these metals for batteries, smartphones, laptops, electric cars, photovoltaic systems, and other types of power storage. The question is, should we mine them? Some argue that these precious metals are needed to support the green revolution, but the ocean is currently facing more threats than any time in history. Cumulative pressures from overfishing, climate change, and pollution are putting our big blue backyard and all the marine life that finds a home there at risk of collapse. Mining these metals would only add to the already existing pressures faced by the ocean, and the effects could be catastrophic. This brings us to the topic of deep sea mining. So, what exactly is deep sea mining? It is the process of extracting polymetallic nodules, polymetallic sulfides, and cobalt-rich ferromanganese crusts from the seafloor. While the different mineral deposits require different mining techniques, they all entail the physical destruction of seabed life and habitats, as well as further negative impacts on the marine environment far beyond the mining site. In fact, deep sea mining could become the largest mining operation in the history of humanity. Seafloor massive sulfides and cobalt-rich crusts require the use of cutting and drilling tools to break up and extract the minerals, while polymetallic nodules are sucked up by huge vacuum cleaner-like collection vehicles the weight of the NASA space shuttle. The equipment is remotely operated, and the collected material is piped to a collection vessel on the water's surface. From there, the minerals are processed and transported to land, while the remaining sediments are released back into the water, creating an underwater dust storm that is predicted to disturb marine life far and wide. Many of the impacts of deep sea mining will be irreversible. Once it starts, there's no going back. Deep seabed mining is an industry that has been valued at 2 to 20 billion US dollars. However, it threatens to disrupt a much wider ocean economy, valued at 1.5 to 2.4 trillion US dollars annually. Because marine ecosystems have no obvious physical boundaries, deep seabed mining cannot occur in isolation, and its impacts would not be limited to the ocean floor. History has shown us that burning fossil fuels has contributed massively to anthropogenic climate change, and that the way we've been fishing, farming, producing, and consuming has caused widespread biodiversity loss. We now have the benefit of being able to learn from the past. We must be wary of giving another extractive industry the green light. According to Margarita Mendez and Wahoo Martins, the lack of knowledge about oceanic systems and their ecosystemic complexity and richness is enormous. It is only with profound ignorance that the practice of deep sea mining can be adopted. As we know from other forms of resource extraction, such as fracking, once a technology becomes commercially viable and has the backing of both powerful industrial lobbies and national governments, and the revolving door between the two, there's no going back. Ecosystems that are thousands of years old cannot be remade, and systemic tipping points cannot be uncrossed. As Caribbean youth, we are willing to put protecting nature and the ocean before mining company profits. The ocean is worth much more than just the value of its finite resources. The long-term benefits of a healthy ocean far outweigh any short-term incentives offered by deep seabed mining. Opening up this new frontier for extraction would destabilize delicate ocean ecosystems and fatally undermine the foundation of a circular economy. Join as we take a stance. #Caribbean Youth Against Deep Sea Mining. We are calling on all of you to help us defend the deep.